Okay, so the first project will be to give this car a wash and see what it looks like underneath all this dirt. Okay, so I finished washing the car, but as you can see, the paint is pretty dull, pretty oxidized. So it did clean up nice, all the dirt came off, it is nice and clean. I did do a little bit of clay bar over the horizontal surfaces. They just felt a little bit too rough to polish once I cleaned it, so there's a little bit of a reflection. It's not too bad. All right, so I started polishing. And I did do a little bit of the hood here. We'll see if you can see the difference. I think that came out pretty well. That's not perfect, but much, much better. Alright, so now I've done half the hood. And I would say that's a pretty big difference. This is exciting. Wow. It's just impressive how oxidized this was and how shiny it really will be. It's even more impressive. It's hard to see kind of on the camera, but what a big difference. Alright, I think I'm going to shut the camera off and just get to work, get the rest of the car polished up, and see what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I've got the hood polished and now I'm starting to work up onto the roof. It's getting sunny out, so I'm going to try to demonstrate how I'm polishing the paint here. So I just have regular polish from the auto parts store on a rag. And let's just try doing this one-handed, so we'll see how it works. A little bit difficult to do while filming, and I'll probably come back and do this area a little bit more, but just go over lightly. This roof does have some buildup of almost like an algae or something on it that didn't quite come off, so while washing, so the polishing is kind of getting it off pretty well. So it's kind of difficult to see, but there is definitely a line where is polished and not polished. So it's getting there. Most of the car yet to do though. Okay, well the polishing is done. I've done all the painted panels. There's other stuff to polish, but that'll be in for another day. This turned out really well. I'm impressed. It's super shiny. There was a little scratch here. You can still see the imperfection in the metal. I think something hit the car maybe when it was parked and left a little scratch and dent. Now the dent I think can be pulled, but at least for now the scratch is polished out. All right, well, let's put some wax on and see what it looks like then. Okay, all finished washing, polishing, and also waxing the 900. This turned out really well. The paint isn't perfect. It is a 35-year-old car, but I think it looks pretty good considering the age. So this isn't perfect. Then I will have to come back and take care of some of the metal trim. It's pretty oxidized, and some of the dark plastics will need cleaned up to remove some of the staining and things, but all that'll come in a later video. But wow, this is nice and bright now. I always like to clean a vehicle up first before I get working on the mechanical stuff. If I see a dirty old car that's not running, it's not real motivating for me to go out and start working on, but yeah, this looks nice. I think for one of the next videos I'll see what I can do about cleaning up some of the metal trim here on the windows, and then also some of the trim around the front and rear glass. It looks like maybe plastic that was painted to look like silver, or maybe plastic covering some chrome. I'm not sure, but we'll look into that. Also cleaning up some of the bumpers here a little bit, and then the badge is gone, so this is common on these cars, so I have another one on order. I'll be swapping that out soon as well.